Hey guys, this is Clouds, and today I'm looking at a round of Zavod Graveyard Shift Rush. Uh, I've been, liking Graveyard Shift. It's a pretty good map. I definitely prefer the objective game modes over the more infantry-focused team deathmatch style game modes on this map. I don't know. I mean, in team deathmatch and Gunmaster, people tend to camp already, and then when you put them on a dark night map, it just seems like they camp even more. So I've definitely been preferring Rush and Obliteration and Conquest on this map. This is my pretty standard tactic or opening gambit on this base. I like to drive the armored truck up towards Bravo and just park it there, and hopefully either my teammates will gun or I will gun. I think it's a good spot because it can kind of overlook where the enemy spawns. It can't kill them in their spawn, but as they're exiting their spawn, you can spot them, suppress them, kill them, and anyone who gets past you, they're going to be spotted as they head towards Alpha. So yeah, I think that's a great spot for the, I think it's the SPM, I think it's called. And you'll notice enemy team isn't really doing that well. We've kind of completely pushed them out of this bunker. And if you know anything about this map, as soon as the defenders get pushed out, it's insanely difficult for them to get back in. Because there's the roof area and the one entrance towards their spawn. There's other ways, but you'd have to run all the way around, so it's not really practical. I'm pretty sure there's only one guy who manages to come down here. One brave, look at him. God bless him. I thought he jumped down here, so I come down here and I'm like, oh, I guess he got killed, so I'll go revive my teammates. Oh, no, he's still alive, and I get a cheeky defib kill on Gabu Chica. He didn't deserve that. I don't know. He was the only one who went for the MCOM, and I defibbed him. So I felt bad about that. Notice the defenders are doing really badly, so I switched teams. I don't want an easy win. I want something interesting. So I switched to my support kit, got the Claymores. Claymores are, well, I mean, they're good for any base on Rush, but I feel like on this base especially, they're pretty good because all the stairwells and the tight corridors and the doorways, you can put down some sneaky Claymores and get some pretty easy kills. Right here would have been a great time for me to have thermal or any type of night vision scope. There's a lot of like shrubbery and foliage, which acts as visual concealment for the attack. I mean, I'm killing them, but yeah, I get killed anyway. I'm pretty sure the enemies push up and they get that arm. So I'm headed back for Alpha, and you'll notice I'm kind of taking my time. I don't want to rush up there as fast as possible. I want to make sure, no one's looking at me, no one's over there. Okay, that's clear, so I'm heading for the MCOM. No one's really looking at me. And I get the defuse. I get killed in the process, and pretty sure my death is in vain because it gets rearmed like instantly. But yeah. I don't have a squad mate to spawn on, so I switch squads so I can get a spawn closer to the MCOMs. A good thing to do would have been to switch back to my other squads, so perhaps they could have spawned on me and been closer to the MCOMs, but I was unsure of how many attackers were up in these buildings, so I didn't want to be stuck in the pause menu and end up getting killed. A teammate bails me out. So, we've lost Alpha. It's always hard to defend two MCOMs when they are both armed, so enemy team did well to do that. And you'll notice they're flanking really far along this northern hill area, and they've armed Bravo. I think they're behind us now. Yeah, I just saw a guy run past. So, looking around, trying to just get my bearings before I try to go for the MCOM. But I get taken out. And I think my squad was wiped as well. So, yeah. We lose this base, I think. I figured we're going to lose it, so I decide to switch to a carbine with a night vision scope. This third base in the tank factory area, it's very dark, so you definitely could use night vision. I mean, in the rest of the map, if you have your brightness up, you can kind of get away with not having it, but in here, it's really useful. So I'm heading to Bravo, decide I want to put down a claymore. I come out here, check out this night tactic. Taking out the environment to make it extra dark, so my claymore is hidden in the shadows. And my squad mate has pretty much the same idea. Gonna put down a claymore and just sort of overlook Bravo. I feel like camping up in this spot, it's pretty effective because it's such a dark area. The enemy has a hard time spotting you out. Although I would say, if you look at the minimap, I think we have too many people on Bravo, and it looks like there's just one guy on Alpha, and he gets taken out pretty quickly. So, I mean, there's an EOD bot there, but that's not really a teammate. So, the enemy arms Alpha, and I don't know, it's kind of far away, and I noticed that the enemy is also right up near me, so I decided to just stay near Bravo. I thought maybe I saw a few blueberries heading for Alpha. I thought maybe they could take it, but I didn't want to just abandon my MCOM. Didn't want both MCOMs to be armed. Unfortunately, teammates couldn't get Alpha, so now we've only got one MCOM. Although only having one MCOM left as the defending team, it's not always a bad thing, because you can be more focused on just one MCOM. Also, this is a very important turning point, I would say. If you look on the minimap, the enemy IFV, yeah, they're doing pretty good, so far. They've gotten some kills. They're up at the MCOM, which is good. They're playing aggressively. But you'll notice he's getting surrounded. And guess what? He bails from the IFV. You should definitely never bail from your vehicles, I think. I mean, think about it. If you get killed, you lose one ticket. But if you bail out and the enemy steals your vehicle, how many people on your team are they going to kill before you can destroy that vehicle? Like 5, 7, maybe 10 people? So which is worse? Losing one ticket or losing your vehicle and losing possibly 10 tickets? So, yeah. Definitely do not want to bail out of vehicles. So, we got wiped off that MCOM, but we're in a good position. Who stole this IFV? I think it was Gabu. Yeah, it's Gabu Jika. Same dude who took initiative to go for that MCOM in the bunker on the first base. He has his tenacity paid off for him, and now he's got an IFV. And on the subject of vehicle thievery, I think there's two categories of vehicle theft. The first one is what my teammate Gabu did, and that's stealing a vehicle that the enemy hops out of. And I think that's totally fair. I mean, if you bail from your vehicle out in the battlefield, you deserve to have it stolen from you. But the second version of vehicle theft is stealing it from like the spawn. This happens a lot in Obliteration or in Capture the Flag. It can also happen in Rush. Sometimes you'll notice when the attackers take out a base, sometimes a sneaky defender will lurk and wait to steal a vehicle that spawns in. I think that's kind of like an underhanded tactic. It's kind of not sportsmanlike, so I don't agree with it. I'm not a fan. But as far as stealing vehicles people bail out of, I think it's totally fair. You'll also notice on the minimap, Gabu, he's playing very defensively. He's back behind the MCOM. And anytime you steal an enemy vehicle, you definitely want to play conservatively, because even if, like, let's say you don't get any kills with the vehicle you stole, if you keep it alive, you're still making sure that the enemy never has it, so that's quite useful. And the enemy team has really lost the momentum. They're losing a lot of tickets. As soon as they lost that IFV, they should have like all just charged at it with engineers and kamikaze C4 users. But they've taken way too long, and they're losing a lot of tickets. Wow, how am I not getting hit markers on these guys? They do eventually get a C4 kill on the IFV, so good job for them. Although they kind of took too long. They've lost a ton of tickets. Wow, look at how blinding the flares are on the tank thermal. That's probably something else they should have. If they just spammed flares to blind us, just charge in with C4, would have been good. Teammates helping me clear this out. And I noticed that as a tank, I've been killing a lot of them, and I haven't really been taking that much. I don't even know if I've taken any fire, so enemy team isn't doing very well with taking out the vehicles. They did eventually take out the IFV, but considering how long it takes back to spawn in, I don't know if they're even going to be able to use it again. So, yeah, enemy team pretty much lost all their momentum. They don't really have that great of a chance. They're just getting slaughtered by vehicles. This guy's going for the C4, I think. So I'm taking some fire, but it's at the end of the game. It's too late, bro. It's too late. And yeah, we managed to win. So that was pretty good. A little come from behind victory. And enemy team losing the IFV really lost them the game, I think. They definitely should not have bailed out of that. Yeah. So I'm liking the Zavod Graveyard Shift. If you have any thoughts on this round or on Graveyard Shift in general, let me know. And thanks for watching.